that it was time to put everything you had learned thus far together, and this is what you did. You found that the trail to first class had not been all that difficult. You wanted to learn more in scouting, so you continued onward, earning specific skills through merit badges. Your next step was to become a Star Scout. The Star Badge, a golden star, was to symbolize your next role as a leader. You were called upon to be a guiding light in the darkness for those who were to follow. No longer were you receiving scouting skills, but now you were expected to teach those new skills to others. Now the trail was steeper. Leadership was challenging and also hard work, but you persevered. Climbing the steep trail, soon it led you to life rank. The badge of life, a pure red heart on a golden field, was to show all the world the path you had chosen. True to the ideals of scouting, you had gained an inner confidence that was to prepare you for the rest of your life. The trail became even tougher, but more interesting as new skills. You thought, now I am close to Eagle, and I will carry on. You are here today as Eagles, after a long, hard, wonderful journey, representing the best that scouting can accomplish. Flying as Eagle Scout requires obligations. The first obligation of an Eagle Scout is to live with honor. An Eagle's honor is sacred. Honor is the foundation of all character. All Eagle's life should honor and influence his family, community, and friends in a positive manner. The white candle represents the white of the Eagle badge. The second obligation of an Eagle Scout is loyalty. Without loyalty, all character lacks direction. An Eagle is loyal to his ideals. May the blue of your badge remind you always to be loyal. The third obligation of an Eagle Scout is courage. Courage gives force and strength to a person's character. An Eagle's courage extends beyond physical bravery to fighting against injustice and hatred, to do the right thing because it is right. May the red of your badge remind you to always act courageously. The final obligation of an Eagle Scout is service. Gandhi said, the best way to find yourself is to lose it yourself in the service of others. It is indeed truth that self-discovery follows the awareness of how you can assist others. For an Eagle Scout, this is especially true. You are charged with extending a helping hand to those who still travel along the scouting trail, just as others helped you on your journey towards Eagle. The habit of a good turn daily translate into a life of service to all who need you. You are charged with protecting and defending the weak and the helpless. You will provide aid to the comfort and the unfortunate and the oppressed. You will uphold the rights of others while defending your own. You will always be prepared to put forth your best. Gentlemen, could I have you please stand? Are you willing and eager to accept the responsibilities as well as the honor of the rank of Eagle Scout?
I am.
Thank you. Please be seated. We in Troop 51 have watched you all as you have worked towards your Eagle. We have watched your minds develop and your knowledge increase. We have seen you grow in so many ways, and now that you are on the threshold of your game, we welcome you, for you have done your climbing in a scout-like manner. Mrs. Smart, as Scoutmaster of Troop 51, is it your judgment that Stefan, Riley, William, Nathan, and Johnny have fulfilled the requirements to become an Eagle and exemplify the ideals of Scouting?
I'm very much proud to say that they have. Your conduct along the trail of Eagle has been excellent. As an Eagle, you become a guiding light to other Scouts below you. You become an example to your community. Remember that people expect more of you. To falter in your duties will not only reflect on you, but your fellow Eagles. The torch you carry is not only yours, but theirs. And remember, once an Eagle, always an Eagle. Rory, will you please come up here and help lead the Eagle Charge? I'd also like to call Eagle Scout Scott Montgomery to join us on the stage.
This is not the end of the trail, but rather the beginning of a new era in your life. You are now entering a brotherhood of boys and men who have not only achieved the Eagle Scout rank, but have made a commitment to the Scout oath and law. You will always be an Eagle Scout and will be expected to conduct yourself accordingly. Stefan, Riley, William, Nathan, and Johnny, I charge you to enter this Eagle Scout brotherhood holding without reservation the ideals of honor and service. Repeating the Eagle Scout promise before your fellow members, you will be sealing your eternal loyalty to the code of the Eagle Scout. With the Eagle Scouts in the audience, please stand and rededicate themselves by repeating the Eagle Scout promise with our new Eagle Scouts. Just the people with me. Please make the Scout sign and repeat the charge after me. I reaffirm my allegiance to the three promises of the Scout Oath.
I reaffirm my allegiance to the three promises of the Scout Oath.
I thoughtfully recognize and take upon myself
I thoughtfully recognize and take upon myself
the obligations and responsibilities of an Eagle Scout.
the obligations and responsibilities of an Eagle Scout.
On my honor, I will do my best
On my honor, I will do my best
to make my training an example,
to make my training an example.
my rank and my influence
My rank and my influence
count strongly for better scouting
count strongly for better scouting
and for better citizenship
and for better citizenship
in my troop,
in my troop,
in my community,
in my community,
and in my contacts with other people.
and in my contacts with other people.
To this I pledge my sacred honor.
To this I pledge my sacred honor.
2. The audience may be seated. Congratulations. We would now like to present you with your Eagle neckerchief.
Nicole, will you please present the young men standing here with their Eagle certificates? Will our scouts please escort the parents, siblings, and the grandparents of the Eagles to the stage? No one makes this accomplishment without family to support them all the way up. Family, friends, leaders. What Stephen, Riley, William, Nathan, and Johnny have accomplished, parents, grandparents, is with your support and guidance. It is fitting that a parent presents the Eagle Award to you guys. That's a rite of passage. May I ask you all please to rise and give a round of applause for our 5 Thank you. Thank you. You can be seated. In recognition to the many hours of patience and guidance given by your parents to you and your efforts, will you please present these pins to your mother and to your father? We would like to recognize those parents that have passed. Thank you, Rory, for being here today, for Riley to stand in the shoes of your father, our Assistant Scoutmaster, Rich Bolter. We know he is here in your thoughts and spirit. And to William and to Johnny, we recognize your parents that are here in spirit with us today as well. William, we honor your father, Matthew Blakely, and Johnny, your mother, Kathy Bycom. Now you get to do. To honor and thank your grandparents, William, Johnny, will you please present these pins to your grand? Parents and grandparents, could you please be seated again? Thank you. It's a very pride-filled moment for the parents and grandparents. At this time, our new Eagles would like to share.
First, I'd like to thank God for blessing me with this life and the opportunities I've been given. Then I'd like to thank all the adult leaders that throughout my scouting career have helped me. From all the way back at Cub Scouts, which feels like a lifetime ago. Because without them, I wouldn't be here today receiving my Eagle Award. Not only I'd like to thank my scout leaders, but I'd also like to thank my fellow scouts. For all the older scouts that before me, for always giving me someone to look up to. I'd like to also thank everyone that has helped me in my progression as a young man. I owe it all to them. Thank you to all my mentors and coaches. And finally, I'd like to thank my family, my mom for always helping me with my projects because I don't really like arts and crafts. Thank you to my dad for always driving me to meetings and pushing me to get my next rank. And finally, I'd like to thank my sister for always making me have to be a good example. Now that I've thanked everyone that in my life that has helped me, I need to reflect back on my scouting journey. Scouts has taught me many things, some more useful than others, but all important enough in themselves. Many of them I will continue to think about and use in my life after my scouting journey ends. But from this, I've learned to be a better man and a better leader. From when I was SPL and to when I was giving classes on navigation, when we were stuck in 24 hours of rain at Philmont. I've had to push through obstacles and help lead my fellow scouts to a goal done. At the moment, they all felt hard, but at the end, there were lessons that needed to be learned. Thank you.
I would also like to thank my friends and fellow troop members for helping guide me along my journey, as well as my mom for always being there for me, and my brother for setting a great example. To me, scouting has been a lifelong experience that I have been through ever since first grade. The skills that I have learned along the way are ones that I continue to use every day and will help me down the road during tough times. Whether it's being able to make new friends, being a leader that people respect, or learning how to live in the wilderness, I believe that scouting has made me realize how addictive social media and technology can be and how wonderful nature really is. Last year, I went to Philmont for 2 weeks, and it was probably the best experience I've ever had, and it's something that I will remember for the rest of my life. I would say it's the longest time I've been without cell service, but I believe that it's taught me that just going out and being in the moment with nature is one of the best feelings in the world. It has helped me build stronger bonds with the scouts that I went with, and I will never forget. Finally, I would like to add that scouting will forever be important to me because of my dad and the memories that I have of him coming to the troop every week and being excited with a smile on his face, leading the boys on a journey that I hope they never forget. Thank you.
Okay, first things first, I just want to take time and thank everyone that's helped me here. Firstly, my family. I'd like to thank my mom for every day when I didn't want to go to the meeting, didn't want to do the requirements, or thought camping was kind of boring. She pushed me, made me get to where I am, made sure I got the work done, and has led me to where I am today. I'd like to thank Mr. Vadim for stepping up, being the father figure in my life, teaching me all the things I was never taught, and really helping me. I'd like to thank all the adults in the troop for being there and pushing me through. Miss Hayden making sure I actually knew what I was doing at my board of reviews. Miss Martin, Mr. Ritz taking time for those Scoutmaster conferences and really showing me good examples. But even with all those people helping me, what have I gotten out of scouting? In short, I've gotten out taking charge. Whether that be just every day taking charge, doing the requirements that need to get done, going to the meetings, completing what needs to be done, and taking charge of my life in scouting. And that has expanded to everywhere, taking charge outside of life, in high school, doing the homework I don't want to do, just stepping up, being a leader, becoming an SPL, taking charge as the SPL, trying to improve the troop, trying to improve the scouts, make sure everyone's having fun, make sure everyone needs to get done. Also, like the other two said, Philmont, taking charge at Philmont while being the navigator, stepping up, getting where we need to be, having fun, and having a good time.
First off, I'd like to say thank you to everyone that's here right now, because without all of you here to support us, then this wouldn't be something we would be doing. And then I'd also like to say thank you to everyone that's been there for me in all of my scouting life. So I would like to especially thank my mom and my dad. Without them telling me I have to go, I probably would not have not gone. And then I have to thank my little brother because he makes every day really fun. Like all the times I went and I was just by myself or just looking down, my brother always wanted to mess with me, and so now I always had someone to be with. And then I'd also like to thank all my mentors because without you, I would not be here. And then I would just like to say what I've gotten out of scouting. I was never really good at making friends my age, especially guys. It's sad. It's sad. And being part of Boy Scouts or scouting, it's just guys. Well, it used to be. Now it's everyone, which is great. But it really pushed me to get out of my comfort zone all the time. And it stressed me out so much. But without Boy Scouts, I probably wouldn't have been in sports at high school. And now I'm in volleyball, and I'm doing so much that I thought I would never have done. But it's pushed me, and it made me grow as a person, and I could never think something as much as this.
Oh my God, there's so many of you here. I don't think I'm not prepared, but I really want to thank all of you for coming. Wow, so many of you I don't know. I'll probably meet some of you after this. You guys look like awesome people. I want to start off by thanking all of my friends and family, especially my dad. He's the one who's been pushing me the hardest, and there was a time I didn't want to do scouts. I had joined in first grade very late, where I got to meet some of these amazing 4 people that have just been with me throughout my whole life. I wanted to stop at first class, and he said, no, you're not stopping. I don't care how it is, you're gonna go. And he's pushed me through everything, all of my sports, everything. I've been in Taekwondo, football, I play tennis, and he's just always been there for me and made sure that I can become the man that I hope one day to be. I also want to thank my friends, especially these amazing 4 men on stage. They have been with me up and down throughout everything. I unfortunately had my mother pass away when I was 9 years old in 3rd grade. And one of these people, Stefan, I've known the longest out of all of these people. I've known him since kindergarten, and him and his family have always really been there for us, and they've been my second family a lot. And then recently, William is now my new stepbrother as of last year, and he has been that second part of my family that I've been looking for. And his mom, Miss Julie over there, in the bright, awesome lavender shirt, has been my mother figure for this past 2 years, even though she hasn't been my official stepmom. But she's an amazing person. Get to know her. She's really funny. As a scout, I have learned a lot of very interesting things. I'd say out of all scouting, I've learned to be a leader. It has really taught me how to develop those leadership skills to push me through all of my sports, my mediocre presentations in school. Everything has just been a wonderful, wonderful journey. I don't think there's anybody in this room that we cannot thank. All of you are amazing people. I don't have to know you to know that. Thank you guys so much for coming. Thank you.
Well, the one word that seemed to be equal, and it represents all 5 of these gentlemen standing here, and that's amazing.
Our families have been our primary source of support and strength throughout our journey to Eagle, and no one will ever know the unnumbered acts of self-sacrifice they have given to us. And I know we will understand and respect their dedication to us even more in the years to come. That as you all have heard us all acknowledge there's so many people that have been there for us so far. There's those individuals that have been exceptionally supportive to us, and we would like to recognize those individuals as our mentors on our journey to Eagle. So many of you have been mentors to all of us. If the following individuals could join us on the stage at this time: Vadim Baikov, Todd Hagwood, Nicole Smart, Paul Melcher, Tom Ritz, Bruce Barnes, Larry Restania, Don Gisal, Stacey Volker to receive Rich Volker. And also Miss Hayden. For my mentors, I would like to give an extra appreciation to Vadim Baikov and Todd Hadley. Mr. Vadim has always been there for me since kindergarten. I became friends with John. He's been like an uncle to me, giving me life advice and helping me whenever I needed it. I would like to again thank him. And Todd has been there, has helped me immensely in my guiding career and becoming a more rounded person. He's helped me get certified during COVID so I wasn't wasting my time, and has continually trained me ever since. Not only that, he has continually inspired me to one day become a dive instructor as well.
For my mentors, I would like to give an extra special thank you to Miss Nicole and Mr. Melcher. I chose Miss Nicole because I've known her ever since I first joined Cub Scouts back in first grade. And whether as a leader or my Scoutmaster, she's always been there to support and guide me on my way through the ranks from Bobcat to Eagle. She always has a smile on her face and keeps it positive, even at the lows, and that's what makes her the best Scoutmaster I could ask for. I chose Mr. Melcher because ever since I met him, he's always done what's best for me. He has taught me many of the skills I know today. Without him, I don't think I would be where I am today, nor as good of a leader or helper. And yeah, thank you.
Firstly, I'd like to thank Mr. Barnes. He's been an extremely motivating character in my scouting. Didn't really know him at first, but after I met Caleb and after I met him, he really motivated me whether he knew it or not. And at Philmont, he was just the person in the back of the line, making sure everyone get there, but he really motivated me through pretty much everything else. Next, I'd like to thank Mr. Ritz. All five of us up here, we knew him when he was still our Scoutmaster, and I'm honored to be the one that got to choose him as my mentor pin, as I know everyone else here would have loved to. He was one of the greatest Scoutmasters we've had. He pushed me when I was still lower in the ranks, making sure I get there, making scouting very enjoyable for someone new, and I'd like to thank him for that.
First, I'd like to thank Mrs. Hayden. Without you, we would not be here. You've encouraged all of us, not just us five, but everyone in scouting. You have been there since the very beginning. I feel like most people overlook that, but you're definitely one of the people that just always stuck by our side and encouraged us to do our best and told us what we were doing wrong, flat out. And then for my next one, I'd like to give it to Mr. Rich. He's not able to be here today because he has passed away, but my father had died, and there's been a lot of stuff that's gone on in my life, a lot during scouting, and I felt like there's always only 3 adults that have been in my life or that I could trust, and he was one of them. He was always there for me and never let me down. He was more than just a mentor, he was family.
I would like to thank all of these people up here. They're all really amazing. The first person I would really like to congratulate is Mr. Drizal. I have, ever since I first started scouting, he was the very first person I ever got a merit badge from. Ever since then, I've probably done 10, 15 merit badges from him, and he's also my Eagle coach, and he has such an amazing way of teaching people. He can really put a word into somebody. Even if you don't know anything, he's always there to just make sure you understand, and he's very forgiving about it too. He also has this amazing movie collection in his house. 5, 6 walls covered in movies. Oh my God, I want to watch every single one. There's such a cool collection. I one day want to be able to live the life he has. He is such a calm, strong-minded person. He's always there to motivate you whenever needed. So I really thank him for that. The next person I would like to thank is Mr. Larry. Him and his family have, like I said earlier, been the second part of my life. I have always treated them, and they've always treated me back as if I was their own son. He is always there to crack a joke and make a smile on your face, no matter how tough the times are. He has taught me countless things about not even small life skills, about camping or whittling a knife or sharpening a knife. So just any life skills, and I really enjoy the passion he has for kids. He's always pushed every single scout, and everyone can agree with that. He pushes people to the best of their limits and beyond their limits if it's even possible. So I would really like to commend him that way, and I hope one day I can live in the way that I can push my own experience and my own leadership onto other people to better themselves. So thank you guys.
If the mentors would be seated, please. Mr. Melcher, if you could stay right there. As the mentors go down, I hope I believe I can say this without any doubt. If you've had any involvement in scouting at all, this is the highlight. This is truly the highlight to be considered to be just a tiny part of these men's lives. They've done all this by themselves, but it's nice to be reflected that maybe we helped. I don't think so. I think they've done it all themselves. These guys can stand up anywhere. Mr. Melcher, the committee chair of Troop 51.
Good afternoon, everyone. It's been quite a day, quite an event. Most people, when talking about scouting, they really don't talk much about scout spirit. Instead, as you've seen around here, they're more familiar with certain portions of the Scout Oath, the Scout Law, the motto and slogan. How often, at least I've heard this sometimes, you seem to be prepared for anything. Were you a scout? That's part of our Scout motto, be prepared. We need someone to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. Are there any scouts out there that can help with that? We need some help cleaning up. Are there any scouts out there that can help and maybe do a good turn today? That's part of our Scout slogan. But Scout spirit, it's really hard to pin down, but it is in each and every one of us. The founder of Scouting, Baden Powell, once said, "The spirit is there in every youth. It has to be discovered and brought to light." This spirit, waiting to be discovered, is an attitude that the Scout shows. And it is based on the ideals of Scouting that we've been hearing about a lot during this ceremony. Discovering and maturing that attitude in our youth is, in my opinion, as a scout leader, the most rewarding part of scouting. Developing this spirit is a journey. The journey is not always easy. There are no shortcuts, but it's a personal journey that takes time and perseverance. But the scout is not on this journey alone. As we've heard, the scout has almost countless influences. If you think about it, the adult scout leaders stand on the shoulders of over a century of scout leaders before them. They're fellow scouts that help them along this way. These older scouts give back to what they had received when they were starting their journey. But an essential partner in this journey, as we've heard, is family. For without that family, for their guidance and support, it is way too easy for them to lose their way. So gentlemen, keep your family close. As I mentioned earlier, discovering and maturing the scout spirit is rewarding not only for the leaders, but also the youth. And it is something that they can carry with them their entire life. As we've heard in the charge, the rank of Eagle is the pinnacle of achievement for youth in scouting. It's the culmination of years of work, but it comes with that expectation we heard about. The rank of Eagle is always referred to in present tense. You can never take that away. You will always be an Eagle Scout. You don't say, I was an Eagle Scout. The expectation for that Eagle Scout is that even though their trail to Eagle is complete, their journey is really just beginning. They need to continue to live that scout spirit and the ideals of scouting every day. So Stefan, Riley, William, John, and Nathan, please let your spirit shine bright and continue to share it with others. I wish my heartfelt congratulations on your achievement today, and Godspeed on your new journey. Thank you very much.
Pastor Mark Remington at St. Luke's Lutheran Church. Please rise and prepare yourself to manner to our God.
Dear God, the Eagle Scout Court of Honor marks the end of a journey and the commitment to another. A commitment to better scouting, a commitment to better citizenship, and a commitment to be an example of leadership to all. Bless all of these Eagle Scouts, Stefan, Riley, William, Nathan, and John, in their future endeavors. Walk with them wherever their lives take them and give them your strength, your compassion, your wisdom, and your love. Finally, may all of us gathered here be committed to scouting's ideals, which instruct us to lead better lives. May we, like these new Eagle Scouts, always follow our own trails under your guidance, discovering who we can be through the service to others. May God be with us all, bless us all, hold us firm in life's adversities, challenges, and successes. Amen. Thank you.
Thank you, Pastor. Will the senior patrol leader please lead us in a closing ceremony?
Will everyone please join me in the scout oath? On my honor, I will do my best to do my duty to God and my country, and to obey the scout law, to help other people at all times, to keep myself physically strong, mentally awake, and morally straight. Please join me in the outdoor code. As an American, I will do my best to be clean in my outdoor manners, to be careful with fire, to be considerate in the outdoors, and be conservation-minded. 2.
I would like to thank everybody for coming today, and I would like to ask if you could please join me in the Philmont prayer. Please prepare yourself in the manner for food, for raiment, for For food, for raiment, for life, for opportunity, for friendship and fellowship, we thank thee, O Lord. Amen. If you would please join us in food.